Welcome fellow gamers to Insightful Gaming. Today, we're unveiling a spectacular build featuring a non-meta exotic that's poised to take center stage in Season 21. Feast your eyes on the 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗕𝗥, the star of the show, and one of the most satisfying playstyles you'll ever experience. If you crave close quarters combat, delight in decimating hordes of enemies with chain lightning, and most importantly, have self-healing, which every 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗕𝗥 build lacks, this build is for you. With this build, you'll transform into an unstoppable thunder god. The exotic perk, Hammer of the Gods, morphs you into a veritable hammer god, replenishing your melee energy with each thunderclap melee kill. What's more, enemies near you will be struck by lightning, and when amplified, these lightning strikes reach even further. Our entire build revolves around this exotic, enhancing your melee prowess to obliterate waves of enemies and providing unlimited melee and grenades. With this, you'll effortlessly cycle through your damage rotation. So, that's enough chit-chat. If this electrifying build has piqued your interest, please like the video, drop a comment below, and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling builds and gaming content. Let the thunder roll, and let's become lightning-wielding legends together. Let's dive into the spellbinding world of our abilities and weapons, where we transform into a force of nature that'll leave opponents quaking in their boots. Are you ready? Let's go. First on the menu, we've got Thunder Crash as our super. Picture this. You rocket through the air like a missile, crashing into your enemies with the force of a meteor. Whether you're wiping out entire rooms or dealing a massive blow to bosses and champions, this super is all about making an entrance. Next up, we're strutting our stuff with Thruster as our class ability. But don't worry, if barricades are more your style, feel free to switch it up based on your team's needs. For our melee, we're rocking Thunderclap, which when paired with our exotic, can clear rooms or deal serious damage to champions and bosses. And last but not least, we're armed with the Pulse Grenade. Now let's talk weapons. You'll want to grab any weapon with the Volt Shot perk. It turns your weapon into a jolting powerhouse after reloading, energizing your target with Arc Light and chaining lightning to their buddies. Plus, it synergizes beautifully with our build, generating those sweet ionic charges. And as a bonus, Jolt damage can stun Overload champions. If you're feeling adventurous, try out the Path of the Least Resistance weapon, complete with the Volt Shot perk. To make it work, swap out your Ion's Fragment for Spark of Beacons. Trust me, it's a blast to play and holds its own in endgame content. We're also using a shotgun equipped with auto-loading holster and the 1-2 punch perk. This dynamic duo is perfect for our build, as it turns your melee attacks into a force to be reckoned with. With this perk, if you blast an enemy with a full round of pellets, your melee damage skyrockets for a short but exhilarating period. As for your heavy, we recommend a Void Submachine Gun, ensuring you're always stocked up on ammo. Finally, for stats, focus on Resilience, followed by Discipline, and then spread the love among the rest. Now you're ready to unleash the power of this Lightning Storm build and lead your enemies thunderstruck. Ladies and gents, hold on to your hats as we unveil the electrifying aspects and sizzling fragments that turn this build into a jaw-dropping lightning show. It's time to break down the components of this shocking masterpiece. First up, the Touch of Thunder aspect has the magical power to morph your pulse grenades into an ionic trace vending machine. With each explosive blast, they'll now spew out ionic traces like a broken pinata while cranking up the damage over time. And guess what? Our fusion grenades get in on the action too, taking twice as fast and generating even more ionic traces. Then we've got Knockout, the piece de resistance. When you critically wound a foe or shatter their shield, this aspect supercharges your melee attacks with arc energy, stretching your range and boosting your damage. Now your Thunderclap melee not only heals you, thanks to our exotic friend, but also dishes out increased damage courtesy of Knockout. Now that we've explored our aspects, let's dive into the world of Fragments where things get even more exciting. First on our list is Spark of Resistance. This beauty gives you extra resistance to incoming damage when you're surrounded by enemies. It's a must-have considering you'll often be up close and personal with the bad guys. Next in line is Spark of Shock, another essential fragment that makes your arc grenades jolt targets like a surprise electric handshake. Thanks to this power-up, your grenades will tick twice, jolting your foes not once, but twice. After that, we have Spark of Ions, which creates an ionic trace whenever you defeat a jolted target. And last but not least, we're rocking Spark of Magnitude, which extends the duration of your lingering arc grenades. To sum it up, our all-star lineup of fragments, Spark of Shock, Spark of Ions, and Spark of Magnitude, team up to make our grenades generate a bonkers amount of ionic traces, turning them into portable nukes and unstoppable clearing machines. And let's not forget our trusty sidekick, Spark of Resistance, which provides much-needed protection with almost no drawbacks. Alright, fasten your seatbelts as we plunge into the fascinating realm of armor mods. We'll take you on a whirlwind tour of the finest mods, guaranteed to turn your build into an unstoppable force of nature. First up, the helmet. We're rocking one hands-on mod and ashes to assets, the dream team that'll help you generate super energy like a boss through your melee and grenades. Next, we're adding Harmonic Siphon to the mix, transforming you into an orb of power generating machine for super fast ability regeneration. Moving on to the gauntlets, we've got Fire Power, which helps you produce even more orbs of power. Pair that with Momentum Transfer, which reduces your melee cooldown when you damage enemies with a grenade. And let's not forget Grenade Kickstarter, the essential mod for getting your grenade back in a flash to fuel your melee onslaught. For the chest armor, we're going with defensive mods of your choice, tailored to the content you're playing. Now, onto the boots. We're strutting our stuff with stacks on stacks, doubling up on armor charges every time you pick up orbs of power, perfect for our Kickstarter mod. Last but not least, our Titan Marcus Sporting Reaper mod, which rewards you with an orb of power after every weapon final blow following your class ability. With Thruster and Plague, you'll be zipping around, generating orbs of power like they're going out of style. And to top it off, we've got Bomber and Outreach mods to further reduce our grenade and melee cooldowns after using a class ability. Now let's plunge into our zesty seasonal mods. In the first row, it's all about tailoring your arsenal to your beloved weapon. Submachine Gun fanatics, pop the champagne as the Submachine Overload mod is here to party. For the Scout Rifle connoisseurs, the Unstoppable Scout Rifle mod will tickle your fancy. Bow wielders, unleash your inner Robin Hood with the Overlord mod. And to take down those pesky barrier champions, the Anti-Barrier Pulse Rifle and Sidearm mod is your best wingman. But fear not, your subclass can also help you stun those champions. For Arc subclass users, Blind or Blinding Aspects will stun unstoppable champions. Solar subclass users light them up with ignition damage. Stasis subclass users put champions on ice with shatter damage. And with the Strand subclass, the Suspend aspect will stun unstoppable champions. As we boogie on down to the second row of seasonal mods, feast your eyes on the Multi-Siphon mod, combining the effects of Strand Solar and Void Siphon mods. Perfect for when you want to juggle different energy weapons and generate orbs with both types of weapons like a pro. The next four mods cut down the energy costs of your armor mods for Solar, Strand, Void weapons, and grenades. The Solar Surge mod is the real MVP, slashing energy costs from 3 to just 1. In the third row, Shatter Orbs and Volatile Flow are important mods, especially if you are rocking Void weapons in your special or heavy slot. In the fourth row, you can't miss the Bricks from Beyond mod, granting heavy ammo for you and your buddies upon defeating powerful combatants with a Void weapon. Finally, in the fifth row, the Prismatic Transfer mod is your go-to, giving a bonus to weapon damage for each member of your fire team with a different subclass damage type when you cast your super. If you enjoyed this build and found it helpful, please don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting builds and gaming content. Thanks for watching.